as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Here now is Cam Little out to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. And able to get this out to the 25. They go play action with Burrow. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career. So that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he'd throw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann. It was gorgeous. Big throws, big plays. Terry Bradshaw.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
This is a unit that understands what needs to be done to stop the run. And they're a team that goes out and executes as well. Yeah, it's the mantra, stop it, but then going out and getting it done. Two different things. They combine them.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Throwaway and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. 11. And Chase will go in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 37. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here we go. Can.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking deep here for Chase. Well, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Go.
Burrow going to get this out to Chase. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
11 empty.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
11. Stop.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping that one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Another run for Brown on second down. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Right 80. Right side.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. This one complete to Yoshibas. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
On one, ready? Let's get set. 8, 10, 12, 12, 12.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jamar Chase, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Hey, Rob.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And Thomas has it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Go. Hey, son. 30 left. Here we go, son.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And down to the 41. The Jaguars come in looking for an 11th win on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
All right, let's go. Hey, danger. Zach.
Here's Lawrence to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. The try! And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense overcommitting. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Hey, Soko.
Straight ahead, ETN. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
This defense is holding strong, but they're going to need one more stop, maybe two more stops. And where the ball is on the field, the offensive playbook remains wide open. They've got to be alert for anything.
Red on red. Silver.
On third down, here's ETN. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Hey.
Lawrence on the sneak. And he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Jaguars are able to match the opening drive touchdown against him with one of their own. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On one, ready?
Now 2nd and 9.
Let's get set.
Now Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
On one, ready?
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
12.
Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Lisa 24. Hey, I'm gun. Sink right. Me.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
13, Luke.
Lawrence. Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
And to throw again is Lawrence. Thomas has got it, complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas, 72 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Or any speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by some.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. It's complete to Brown, right side. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd down and 6.
Here we go. 11, Thomas.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Offense is moving a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Burrow will throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And the Jags will take over here just shy of the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. But these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a yard. And they'll go again with ETN. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Third down and 1.
Go, let's go on red. Hey, Denver, go. 11, Agate, sink right. Red.
Now Lawrence to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jags first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Hey. Go.
Now Lawrence. This is caught by Robinson. It'll be a gain of 5. And it's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
Now Lawrence changing the play.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And across midfield it goes and into Bengal territory. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
30 left. All right, let's go. Hey, Soko, hot.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That's good.
Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down. And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try to go with the quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand.
11. Hey, run. Hey, attention. 11. 13 loop. Take right open. Hot.
Lawrence will throw. He gets it to Thomas. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
Red on red. 11, Agate. Son, it's hot. Silver.
Back to the ground with ETN. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne. That's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jags go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass.
Here we go.
Really well done.
Hey, can.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
13 at the 20-yard line.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Hey, Lion.
They go play action with Lawrence. A short throw there, pulled in by all. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 31, here's second and 5.
Hey, go. Here we go.
ETN up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. A short throw there, pulled in by all. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10.
Take right open. Red on red. Hey, James, attack. 11. Go. Phil.
Now Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
12. Here we go.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones open.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tank Bigsby, 59 yards. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score.
But I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
23. Son, hey, kill. Silver.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's caught. It's Travis Hunter. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touchdown.
Gain of play brings up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Let's go. Hey, run. Run. 11. Agate. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
This is Brown going up the middle. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Down to about the 23.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here we go.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 12-yard line.
That's good.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
An inside give, Brown. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Chase Brown, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. And Thomas has it. And not much to speak of. Calling a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
This is 2nd and 8.
Hey. Think right.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, I'm gun.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have the Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Second down and 3.
Hey, go. Same press. Hey, Ginger.
They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Hey, Soko, some height.
Lawrence. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Demetrius Knight, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down. A gain of 13 yards.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Yasir Abdullah making the stop.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
On the red. Focus. 13, Luke. Red.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. A short throw there, pulled in by all. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Hey, done.
Now he's loose again. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 20 line. 63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Red on red. Here we go.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Red 23. Hey, easy. Read of 24. Read of 54. Silver.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And now a
see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about it if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down.
Hey, kill! Hey, smash! Go, let's go!
Back to throw, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Jaguars have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And they will take a 7-point lead. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This is first and 10.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. And that's complete to Brown.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Here's second down.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow.
He's going to let it fly.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up.
Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
A big play here. Crowd on their feet. Third and 4.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down.
11.
To throw, Burrow. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
They give it to Brown. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
And the Bengals first down.
Now Burrow changing things up here.
Well, the crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15.
Here we go.
Burrow. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays up in quick succession if they can. Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if a defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Burrow. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Hey, son.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Jags, the win will be number 11 for them on the year. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they will indeed limp to the finish line, unfortunately, as they close out a 6-11 campaign. And this is a team that has a few good pieces in place, but could stand to get deeper and younger all around. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.